I, I, there's so many more things I want to say about this saprogenic decaying culture. This saprogenic decaying, festering, shithole, cesspool, diarrhea sea of a culture. But most of it would just be regurgitated from things I've said in the past in other videos. Part of the culture makes me want to smile and laugh and say, oh, those darn kids, things will get better. Things will ameliorate. Things are getting better. Lil Wayne and Nickelback and Kesha and sagging pants and all these things, they'll just go away in time. They're just cultural fads. They'll all go away in time. And then the other half, the reality half of me, steps in and smacks me in the face and makes me want to vomit violently everywhere, on the walls, on the ceiling, all over this little wallet here, on the very camera I'm speaking into, this little cup here that says I love vagina, that's now being used as a pen cup, all over the desk, the keyboard, the walls, the floor. I said walls already, I don't care. I just want to puke everywhere. I want to puke my soul out. I want to puke on the ceiling and little droplets can fall down on me. Like little droplets of futility that pervade this culture so violently. I want to take you to a picture that I just saw on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. It is from another one of those most beautiful teen contests. You know, people needing, little teenagers needing to validate their own vanity by the likes of other people, of other idiotic teens, such as themselves. Huh? Huh? Sound like a good idea? Get that shit out of here. You know it's not a good idea and stop nodding. Don't agree with anything I say. That'll make life much easier. Hey, I'm Kelsey. I'm 15 years old and soon to be mommy on June 22nd, 2012. I know I'm not the prettiest girl, but it's worth a try. Well, Kelsey, that was a very major understatement. Okay, folks, ladies and gentlemen, the bad part here, number one, 6,525 likes. Okay? 6,525 likes, probably the most liked picture I've ever seen on any of these stupid things. And if you're wondering why I watch these pictures so diligently, if I hate them, well, I have a lot of friends that continue to comment on these pictures, and I just had to comment on these, and they show up in my feed, so I'll give them a look every now and then. And 48 shares, which was probably the people sharing them on their wall saying, oh my god, what a trooper, yeah, she probably made a mistake, but oh, she's such a hero for keeping the kid. Let me smack you with the Fisher reality, ladies and gentlemen. For all of you teen mothers out there, for all of you 13, 14, 15, 16-year-olds out there who are currently carrying a bun in your oven, let me hit you with some reality here. You're not a fucking hero for keeping the kid. You are not a hero. You are not respectable. You are not to be looked up to by anybody. You are just the same stupid teen that you were when you were getting knocked up with your stupid boyfriend or equally as stupid significant other bedmate, okay? You're not a hero. And I've seen so many of the comments in this 9,744 comment long diatribe of diarrhea. I've seen everything from, she's such a hero, fuck all the haters, you have no idea how hard childbirth is at that age. Well, you know what? Childbirth should not even be an option at that age. At 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, these kids should not be taking care of other kids. They should be studying. They should be out at the mall, hanging out with their retarded friends with the sideways hats and the sagging pants. They should be out, I don't know, doing whatever teens do. But pregnancy is not something to be glorified in teenagers. We got stupid shows like 16 and Pregnant and Teen Mom that do that enough already. We got stupid shows like 16 and Pregnant and Teen Mom that do that enough already. Did you hear me that time? Yeah. We have pregnancy, and people will say, oh no, it shows how hard their lives are. Get that shit out of here. Any idiot teen in this culture knows that being on TV is such an awesome thing. And ladies and gentlemen, did you know that calling this girl a hero might just make the average idiot teen want to get pregnant because other people will say, wow, you're such a hero for not aborting the child. No, here's another news flash. If you're 14 or 15 years old and pregnant, chances are you don't have a fucking job. So how does somebody else like the parents or grandparents taking care of this child make them heroic? How is that? Them passing the responsibility off on somebody else is heroic? What is up with this fucking culture, you morons? You buffoons, you imbeciles, you dullards, you simpletons, you simians It is not heroic, and it is not something to be glorified. Teen pregnancy is a ridiculous act that should never happen. And yes, I hear sometimes, well, what if the condom breaks? Theoretically, when you're that young, you really should be having sex anyway, but it happens. But as for the other 99.9% of people that got pregnant just because they weren't on birth control, because they're stupid idiots, the guys are just as stupid as the girls. Don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen. The guys who go out at age 15 and 16 and they hear nothing about how great sex is in class or in gym or in weightlifting or on the football team. They hear nothing about how great sex is and make games out of sex. Yes, they're just as bad as well. And in fact, sometimes the men make the women victims even though they offer themselves up to the guys. So yes, it is a double-edged sword. The guys are idiots, the girls are idiots, and it's not something to be glorified, and it's not something to be called heroic, okay? I think, is it so wrong of me to think this? If you're 14, 15, 16 years old, and you have a kid, is it so wrong of me to say that that kid should be required to give this kid up to for adoption for a family who is financially stable, ready, willing, and able to take care of a child? Is that so wrong of me to say? Or take it a step further, and you could say they need to abort the thing, but that would never go. That would never go in this society, and you know what? There are people out there who cannot conceive, who would love to take care of some kids. Is it so wrong of me to say that teen mothers should be forced to give their child up for adoption, or at least be forced to relinquish them to the care of the parents if they choose to do so? Because this is ridiculous. When I see a teen mother, I don't see hero. I don't see somebody I should look up to. I don't see some astute, young citizen of the United States of America. I see an idiot. That is all I see. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot see you guys as little heroes. So take that shit and shove it straight up your ass and start becoming smarter. Because we need smart people in this culture. And it doesn't start with pregnant mothers or their dopey-ass fathers, either.